If you listen closely to the winds of western Nigeria, past the hustle of the yellow buses and above the rustling cocoa trees, you might hear a story about light. It begins in Ibadan, where the sun turns the dust to gold. There lived a young woman named Ada. She was brilliant and elegant, trapped in a gray office tower of noise and impossible demands. Her boss saw a file clerk, but Ada's heart was an architect's, always sketching dream houses by quiet rivers while the city roared around her. And over in Abeokuta, under that same vast sky, there was Tiamu, a man from humble beginnings with hands that knew hard work. He was a technician, spending his days on baking hot rooftops, coaxing life back into broken solar panels. Tiamu believed that anything or anyone broken could be repaired with enough patience. He'd wipe the sweat from his brow, look up at the heavens and whisper, "Someday, life goes soft." Two different worlds, two different dreams. Until one evening on the bus ride to Bodija, fate hit a pothole. Ada's world spilled onto the floor, pens, makeup, and her precious sketchbook. Tiamu, sitting behind her, didn't hesitate. As he helped her gather the pieces of her life, he picked up the book. He smiled. Not a polite city smile, but a warm, village sunlight smile. "This drawing fine-o," he said. "Dreams no day small, hold 'em well." When the bus jerked again, their shoulders brushed. And sometimes the smallest spark can start the brightest fire. For weeks we watched a split-screen life. Ada in the cool blue light of deadlines and lonely lunches. Tiamu in the warm orange glow of soldering sparks and shared laughter. Yet every evening, their orbits converged on that noisy yellow bus. A shy wave became a daily conversation. The walls between their backgrounds began to crumble. Ada learned that Tiamu didn't just fix machines, he fixed the worry in people's eyes when their lights went out. Tiamu discovered that Ada wanted to build spaces that made people feel tall. Their laughter grew louder than the bus engine, and for a moment, everything was perfect. But storms always come. One day, Ada boarded the bus with her dreams crushed, rejected again by a boss who couldn't see her worth. Without a word, Tiamu offered his handkerchief. He told her, "You dey see yourself small, but me, I dey see giant." It was the most beautiful thing anyone had ever said to her. But the world outside that bus is loud. Cruel voices whispered that a man like Tiamu, a man with dust on his boots, was beneath her. Fear is a powerful shadow. Ada let it creep in. She stopped taking the bus. She buried herself in work, hiding from the one pair of eyes that truly saw her. Tiamu waited. Same seat, same time, watching the door open and close, emptying out hope. Finally, he whispered to the empty seat beside him, "Maybe dream too big." A message broke the silence. Tiamu wrote to her, "I fix solar. I know fit fix heart way I know hold." That night, as the rain hammered down, Ada looked at her old sketches. They felt empty. She realized that Tiamu's belief was the foundation she had been missing. She ran to the bus stop, but he was gone. She found him late that night in his workshop. Sparks were flying as he repaired a stubborn solar lamp. She stood in the doorway, soaking wet, shivering with cold and courage. She told him, "Tiamu, you fixed everything in my life except the one thing only I could fix. My own heart. And the man who believed in me deserves to be inside it." Tiamu stood up, wiping his hands. He looked at her, that same honest warmth in his eyes. "So, you dey choose me?" She nodded, and as he smiled, it seemed the very lights in the workshop couldn't contain their joy, flickering into 100 glowing yellow hearts around them. Love, you see, is a builder. Ada designed a prize-winning project inspired by Tiamu's village. Tiamu installed the solar panels that made her vision shine. They celebrated with spicy suya under the cocoa trees, two threads finally woven together. And back on that yellow bus, as the city lights twinkled behind them like distant stars, Ada leaned her head on his shoulder. In a world obsessed with differences, these two hearts found their harmony, not by being perfect, but simply by seeing the light inside each other. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy the story, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.